Hey guys, and lady guys, my name is Otkin, and welcome to new video. Song recommendation for today is John Lennon, Old Dirt Road. Please leave a like if you enjoy blinking manually, and subscribe if you enjoy breathing manually. Now enjoy the video. Don't hold back, do your worst. You seem like the type to yell I'm half Latina at parties when no one's noticing you. You're only 18 years old? Sheesh, some hard living you've done. Your 95 Dodge Neon smells like cigarettes and has a CD stuck playing Ain't No Holler Back Girl on repeat at peak volume. Streaks her hair blonde because her 30 years old grays are already coming in and she still hasn't been trophy wifed yet. Does anyone in your life know what your actual face looks like without a pound of makeup and a bunch of AI filters? It looks like your mustache should be fully grown in by late March or early April. You look like every single mom of 2 kids in the Miami area. You know, with the right diet and exercise routine, you could be a decent practice girl. Looked at her pics, got pink eye. You're the type to say you'll never find another girl like me. Unfortunately you lot are everywhere. Don't know how a woman ends up looking like Pete Davidson, but you pulled it off somehow. Oh honey, the downvotes on every single post so far mean you're way too insecure to post here. What, did you think you were so hot everyone was going to fawn over you instead of actually roasting you like you asked for? Get over yourself. You're nothing special. Girls like you are a dime a dozen on the internet. A tight shirt to show off your tatars, too much makeup, and a bunch of photo filters that make you look AI generated. Congratulations, you look just like every other wannabe Instagram influencer. 22. Recovered anorexic, just graduated with a Master of Science. Youngest in the family, and grew up emo, so to your worst. Still in her high school phase at 23. Will be the same at 43, except at that time she will look like a worn doorstop, and will only get to see her kids every other Saturday. So your dad left when you were young and his name was Jack. Big ass ears, girl can hear ants whisper. I'm surprised that tattoo in your mouth hasn't been rubbed off yet. Your parents keep dreaming there was a mix up at the hospital and someday they'll meet the daughter worthy of their love. I went through your post history to find material, and I've got to say I'm extremely impressed on the progress you've made. You should be very proud of yourself. No roast here. 23. Try and make it funny. I need a good laugh. This has got to be one of the lowest points in the history of modern taxidermy. You look like a Canadian on South Park. Your face kinda looks like a Disney princess animatronic, if it melted slightly in a fire. On another note, I just realized you're 23. I'm 30, and you look old enough to be my mother. You look like a character in zombie movie that has been bitten, but tells no one. You look like, if your boyfriend hit you, I'd wanna hear his side first. Congrats on your first human skin. I know being a reptilian is hard. You look like you only date guys with Viking tattoos. It must take a lot of effort to turn a photo depicting a nice face and a decent figure into man repellent. Fantasy football loser. Imagine waking up to that terrifying face. Good God. There's crazy in those eyes. Eyes that say you can date me, but at least twice a year I'm going to throw my car keys at your head as hard as I can. You look like Dobby the house elf, if he wished to be a real housewife of suburban Indiana. That's the only fantasy you'd be in. Fantasy football is not astrology. Stay in your lane. A horse wearing a sweater and playing fantasy football? I've seen it all now. You look like the kind of woman that does squats on a cucumber then tosses into a salad to feed her family. You look like numbers confuse you. Nice sweater. When the guys in your league said they'd cover you in white if you lost, they meant something else. That smile is going to haunt me for years. I have never seen such a big smile with such little emotion. 24. Losing my hair, roast me. It's like looking into the mirror on the floor, so I can shave my a-hole. Your head looks like a mop in a gay bathhouse. That's an extremely high grease to hair ratio. Anti-chia pet. If lollipop after you pick it up from a dirty floor was a person. Bob, did you get into the uranium supply again? That's crazy. I've never seen somebody fry their brain all the way to the hair roots. The gene pool you came from must have been a bird bath. Geez, just let it go. You look like you sleep with your head in the microwave. It would look like more hair if the grease wasn't making it 4 or 5 thick, dandruffy oily strands. Lizard man, you look like a dangerously ill human lizard hybrid from an experiment gone wrong. Hopefully you're unable to reproduce. I've been waiting for this moment. Do your worst. You look like a gender confused horse. You look like Sid from Toy Story got gender confused, but gave up halfway through. I can smell your fermented tofu vibes and your hairy organic armpits from Italy. What a bad day to be blessed with vision. You look like a vandalized school desk. Good luck with your transition, whichever way you're going. I bet you give very teethy handshakes. All that masculine energy. It's less boss and more bouncer at the dollar store. Whole family of roaches can pass through those nose tunnel. I've been looking for the photos, trying to find something to say. I've got nothing. You're very handsome man, and I'm sure you do well with the ladies. Good luck, bro. Dude looks like he transitioned to enter women's sports, and is still about to have his ass kicked. Bland, cross-eyed retired chemist, soon to be 67 years old. Family, wife, 2 adult children, 1 dog and 2 cats. Oldest cat is the boss, and I rank number 7. You look like the star of an AMC show called Shaking Bad. Keep your liver-spotted hands off my mom. Your face has more canyons and erosion than a national park. When you open your mouth to put on your dentures, the whole trailer park smells of cat urine. 67 and posting here? Bold move. You should be more worried about posting your will than your photo. What a coincidence. Your wife says the same thing about you, and at least you think they are your children. Guys who let grandpa on the computer, you know he acts weird when he hasn't taken his meds yet. A chemist, it's Walter Whitest guy on the planet. You are 7th in the house because your wife's 5 boyfriends outrank you. You look like a ventriloquist dummy that only opens his mouth to let ding dong in. There's no way I can roast you. Seem too cool of a dad. Stay hard. Op is 67. It takes him 3 pills to stay hard. If there's one thing I learned from the television show Breaking Bad, one does not roast a retired chemist. 7. You rate yourself too highly. At least ranked 12 after the mailman and neighbors. The manliest of men. Where you come from, the men are men, and the sheep are nervous. Claiming to be the manliest of men, yet you still hold that paper like a little girl. Listen up, Red. Stop telling your friends that you got in a bar fight when you actually got beat up by your wife. It's unbecoming. You don't last long in bed, do you? I almost joined the Marines. You look like a lumberjack if the only wood he touches is his own. I think we need a discussion about your definition of men. 35. It's been a while. Make me feel terrible. How many glasses of gravy would you say that you drink in a typical day? Your smile is your sad face. I feel like you probably smell like mayo. Unlike your Mona Lisa apron, these photos contains no soul. And none of the maidens were able to find his little mushroom in the red forest of thistles. Been a while since what? Your last victim? Mona Lisa is the most calm a woman will ever feel in your arms. 21 male to female hairdresser with high self-esteem, try your best to bring me down. I don't really mind being that guy, but there's no such thing as a MTF hairdresser with high self-esteem. You look like a Muppet designed to teach kids about terminal illnesses. Bet your social group can't wait for you to detransition. I had no idea South Park was making a live action of Randy as Lord. You were born 40 years too late. 1987 you could have been the star of a glam rock band. Today you're just an ugly dude in women's clothes. Thanks for watching, you grass-eating animals. Speaking of animals, actually, never mind, I'm over it.